Yo, quick little drive talk here. So, I just got out of work. Today is Thursday. Today on Thursday we get paid. Lower the music. But I just got paid, right? Finally, I get to spend some money on not bills, not no freaking thing that happened, no rent. Finally, I get to spend this bill on, or like get this money on something that I want to spend it on, which is a 50K account. The whole year, I've only been able to purchase one 50K account, and I blew it. And I cut off my fucking long hair because I blew it to punish myself, and then I blew the other $100 account, and then I cut off my hair again. Oh no! I didn't blow the $100 account. I believe it was a $10 account or $40 account, because the $100 account I just did, and it's currently at, obviously the last video it was at $16.39, but we're back at fucking $10 with today's trade. Today's trade was a horrible trade. I should have not taken it. Well, honestly, I can't say horrible because it was bullish. It was a bad trade. It was a bad trade because I was already supposed to be in the trade, in the move already. I'm gonna explain it later on. It was GBP USD. I think I had already done the markup. But we're gonna go over that today, and we're gonna start the challenge today, the 50K challenge. Right now, I'm gonna go change this check. I'm gonna get the cash, and I'll probably continue the drive talk after. Yo, we're back. So I just changed my check, and I don't know if you guys heard that shit. But I was trying to record the exhaust as I was getting into the freeway. Obviously, I'm in the freeway now. Look at this beautiful California. You gotta love California. It doesn't matter if it's expensive, right? If it's expensive, something is more expensive. What do? You just make more fucking money. That's it. You don't be saving money, because nobody ever got rich saving money. Who the fuck ever got rich saving money? You become rich making more money and more money, and then using that money to make more money. So today, obviously, I mentioned earlier on the previous drive talk, I'm gonna put this video after the previous one, that today I only took one trade. It was GBP USD. It was a loss, and it was on the $10. It was on the $100 account, which is at $10 now. If I blow that account, my fucking hair again is barely growing, dude. It's like at a one guard. I'm gonna have to go bald again. I do not want that, bro. I miss my long hair, but I have to earn the ability to even have my long hair, dude. Shout out Alex G. Obviously, he gave me the idea because whenever he breaks his trading plan, he drives his buggy, right? And he has a Bugatti. Shout out Raul. Shout out Q. Shout out FX Alex G. All of those guys, bro. Swaggy, Daniel FX, Anthony, all of those guys, bro. They're putting on so much for us, for the younger generation, for the beginner traders, for the people who are just starting. Because if you think about it, when they started, they didn't have funding companies. They didn't have fucking all of these courses that's out there, all of this free knowledge that they give out, all of these signals, fucking rooms and everything. I mean, obviously, when you're a beginning trader, when you're just starting your journey, obviously you wanna dive into all of that, right? Learn as much as possible before you even deposit money into this shit. I mean, I'm 4 years into this shit and I'm still losing money. Obviously, I'm not losing money like I was losing in my first year, obviously, but I'm also not making the money that I will make in a couple years. I know that money's coming. All I gotta do is not quit. All I gotta do is not quit, man. It's inevitable to make it as long as you don't quit. It's inevitable. Don't quit. It's that simple. Keep on going. I'm talking to myself here, but obviously if somebody else is in the same journey, keep on fucking going. Don't fucking quit. There's gonna be times you're gonna fall. There's gonna be times you blow on accounts, like today, like this year. Obviously, like today I lost. The video cut off right there, but like I was saying, today I lost on GBP USD. And this year I blown 2 accounts. I blown the Sway account, which I believe was a $10 account or $40 account. I'm not sure which one it was. It was one of both of them, right? And I blew a 50K challenge. The only one I've taken all year that, right? It was the only one I could afford all year. How can I even be ashamed to say that? I had to pay bills. Obviously, I remember the beginning of the year, my truck went down for a couple months, and I was driving my brother's truck, and I had to put a new motor in it, and then I had to put a new transmission in it, and then the radiator went out, and I'm driving it right now, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that this little truck takes me to work. Right? One day this truck's gonna have a super build motor. It's gonna be, I think I've said it multiple times, it's gonna be the Gen 5 5.0 with the Gen 3 Whipple. It's gonna be lowered on K1 suspension. I'm gonna repaint it. It's gonna look so clean, I promise you. It's just that I haven't earned the money to even make that shit happen, right? So back to the point of today. We're gonna go over GBP/USD. Oh, and also I'm gonna record a workout. Why? Because yesterday, me and my little brother, it was our first day in the boxing gym. And obviously, I was not gonna record the first day in the boxing gym, but maybe tomorrow we're going again. So maybe I'll record him, so we can have some progress. As maybe in a couple months we can come back and see this video and see like, oh shit, see where you were at when you were a beginner. Now look where you're at now and stuff like that, like to record the progress, right? So we're gonna do that. And obviously right now I'm on the way home, but I'm gonna go buy the challenge. The 50K challenge, and we're gonna pass it. I promise you, I will pass this challenge. No more failure. I'm done building. What does Tim Grover call it? Building character when you're losing. I'm done building fucking character, dude. I'm done. Since 2020, I've been building fucking character, dude. It's 2024. We're about to go into 2025. I've had profitable days. I've had unprofitable weeks. I've had unprofitable months. I've had profitable months. I know exactly what I gotta do to make it, right? And I know exactly what I don't have to do, right? Every time that you're emotional, don't get on the fucking charts. When you make emotional decisions, that's when you fucking fuck up on anything, not just even trading, anything. When you make an emotional decision in your relationship, you're going out and cheat, right? When you make an emotional decision at work, you're out there and wasting time scrolling on TikTok or whatever instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna record the workout today. I'm just gonna do the video cut off again, probably the last one already, but like I was saying, as the video cut off, I'm gonna go over to the GBP/USD trade, which was the loss, and I'm gonna go over the original trade that I should have taken, right? If I would have waken up early, if I would have actually gotten into the trade when I was supposed to get in, no, actually, because the trade set up before in pre-New York session when London session was about to end, so I was totally asleep at that time too. But all I had to do was wake up early at my time, not freaking click the snooze button. And obviously I fucked up, because if I wouldn't have clicked the snooze button, I would have probably gotten into the trade where I was supposed to get in and avoided the loss that I got in at work. Because obviously, I don't know if I ever mentioned this here, but at work, there's 1 week where I enter early and there's 1 week where I enter late, which late would be at 6 a.m. and early would be at 5 a.m. Obviously at 6 a.m. the market opens at 6:30. When you're setting up and everything, most of the time the market already opened. At 5 a.m. I still got time to check out the charts and everything, so that I have to do that at home. Today I will do it. Tomorrow I will do it. Why? Because I have to pass this fucking challenge. I have to. It's no more I want. I need to pass this shit, and I will pass it. I promise you. I will get a payout, and I will redeposit that payout into my personal account and run that shit up too. I promise you. Now, into the workout. So, like I was saying, I was gonna do a full body workout, calves. We'll do biceps and triceps, because I believe the previous day before we boxed, I did a full body workout, but it was back and I believe it was back and something. But today I said I was gonna do biceps and triceps. I'll do biceps and triceps. I'll do abs and I'll do calves. Peace and love to anybody watching this. Into the workout. literally about to get home. Obviously, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful California. Beautiful hills. Beautiful mountain views. But I was thinking, obviously, I remember I told you guys how I want to go change my check, right? My check from work. I have it right here, and I got actually $100 from, who the fuck knows from when this is. Look at this. I almost thought it was fake, bruh. Look at this. That's gotta be like from the 90s or the 80s. And as I was looking at it, I was looking at all this paper, money. Today, Bitcoin is around $80,000, $87,000, right? I'm gonna add this to the video. I don't care, right? I'm gonna post the workout after this, but I gotta kind of be quick on this because I'm already about to get home. Well, about to get, yep. Oh, well, yeah, I'm about to get home. We're working, at least me. I'm giving up my time for this piece of paper right here. Shit, I'm out here fucking. I'm going into the next lane on the freeway. I gotta be careful. These drive talks. I gotta be careful doing these motherfuckers. I need to find like a little tripod or something. Put it right there. Yeah, that's exactly the spot. I'm gonna buy a tripod and I'm gonna put it right there. The next couple drive talks, I'll have it up there. But I'm giving up my time for this, and a lot of people are. Not just me. My mom, my dad, my parent. No, that's the same thing. My mom, my dad, my siblings, my entire family. No one in my family went to college. Nobody in my entire family has ever graduated from university. Shit. Nobody in my family has gone to... Well, actually, never mind. Somebody is going to college. Never mind. I take that back. Somebody is going to college, but they have not graduated. So I take that back. So we're already getting up there, right? The Sapien last name, well, actually, that's on my dad's side. No, nobody's gone to college, but from my mom's side. So actually, the Sapien last name, nobody has gone to college. My fucking son will go to, actually, if he wants to go to college, right? But he's gonna be a G. He's gonna go to school for sure. All of my sons. But back to the point is, we're working. I'm giving up my time for this. My time is valuable. Right? We're worth more than this shit. We're worth more than a freaking $100 a day, or however much it is that you make. If you make $20 a day, if you work at... The video cut off again. I keep on getting off topic, but the main point of the video of this add-on to the drive talk was that when I was looking at the fucking this paper fucking money, right? And today, obviously, I was getting off topic on the previous video, but the main point is, a lot of people are giving up their time for this shit, right? Money that isn't even fucking real. They keep on printing this shit. They printed more of this shit in 2020 than ever before in history, which was insane. And going back to the point of the Bitcoin is, today, one Bitcoin is worth around $87,000. That's crazy, dude. 20 years ago, one Bitcoin. I saw a picture earlier, so obviously I'm not taking credit of this saying or this perspective or whatever it is. But Bitcoin 20 years ago, it didn't buy you not even groceries, right? And $20 did buy you a whole lot of shit. But now $20 does not buy you. It doesn't even buy you like 2 things at the grocery store. But one Bitcoin, bro, what is it? $87,000? What are you gonna buy at the grocery store now with what can't you buy with $87,000, right? So as inflation is going up, the value of the money is going down, and I believe we all know this already, right? But what we don't know is that we think that saving is gonna save us. Saving is not gonna save you. It's not gonna save you shit. Obviously, you need to have some savings for a rainy day. Obviously, you need to have some money saved up for whenever you need it. But 80%, 85%. We have to invest that shit. We have to throw that shit into whatever it is that is gonna grow into our... Obviously, it's gonna be your personal brand. It could be, for me, it's trading. For other people, it's gonna be other things, real estate, anything, dude. But you cannot be saving money in a bank account. You cannot be, or even just saving it in cash. You have to put money to work. You have to do something with it. Money is like, what is it? It's a currency. It likes to be moving. It does not like to be saved. And when it's saved, it's obviously just sitting in one spot. So this piece of shit, obviously, we needed to survive now in this point of age for because of society. But there's multiple ways on how we could create more money, and we detached our time from it, right? Once you detach the time from, once you unlink it from creating the money part, that's when you hit gold. That's when you struck gold, because now you can make money even when you're asleep, right? And I felt that way when I was in a profitable trade, and I set my stop loss at break even, and I secured already profit, and I let the rest run risk free with TP open. And boy, when you wake up, and that the video cut off right at the best part, man. I was saying, you can't even fake this shit anymore. You can't even like say it twice as good as you felt it the first time. But I was saying that whenever you set a trade for risk free and you already secure your profit, and now you let your take profit open, so now it has potential to go even higher or lower if you're in sales, and you just go to sleep, and that shit drops for an extra 50 pips when you were in the sell and you had already secured and taken your profit. It's the best fucking feeling ever, dude. It's literally making money in your sleep. That's literally how it feels. And I mean, that's exactly what it was, making money in your sleep. Now into the workout. We need to make more.
Really hone in on understanding how the body moves, how to get results here, how to do this.
The moon's already out.
10%
Gotta get this shit done quick. Not quick.
I want to lose weight.
But we gotta get it done.
That's first thing. I got too much around the mix section. I want to lose weight. My thighs are too big, whatever it is. So, okay, all right, here's the program. This is what you do. This is what goes on. Okay, here it is. But I had so much knowledge in there. I was like, how can I do this? I want to apply it with athletes and so forth. So I kind of started a little training program, working with the kids and so forth, just making sure I knew what I was doing. And then I saw an article in the paper said how Michael Jordan was tired of taking the physical abuse from the Detroit Pistons, and he wanted to get stronger. Okay. So I reached out. Yes. So I reached out to the team physician, who was Dr. John Hefford at the time, and the athletic trainer, who was Mark File. And I reached out to them. I said, hey, this is my background. This is what I do. And fortunate enough, I was able to make contact with them. They brought me in, and this process lasted for almost 6 months. They drilled me on questions and made sure I wasn't somebody that was just BSing. Made sure I knew exactly what I was talking about. And they said, you know what, you might be a good fit. So they made an arrangement for me to meet Michael. I met Michael at his house. We went through the whole discussion thing. And, Michael said, I'll give you 30 days. 30 days turned into 15 years. Oh, my God. You got this other career. But how many guys have the guts to make a phone call to that? I mean, is it like a dream you had? I want to be a professional athlete? I always told people when they said, when I got my degree, my bachelor's degree, back then, it was PE/kinesiology. Okay. So everyone, PE, they go, oh, you're going to be a gym teacher. No, I'm a trained professional athlete. Somebody else is going to be a gym teacher. No, I'm a trained professional athlete. So if you keep telling yourself something over and over again, you start to believe it. But once you start to believe it, you got to figure out the path to make it happen. And most people, they'll tell themselves something, but then when they got to go through that path is not straight. Okay, usually that path goes down first. Okay, and I have a saying. I said, the road to paradise starts in hell. Okay, that's where it starts. So many people aren't willing to do that. No, they're not. Here's the thing. I deliver a different message. I deal with the truth. I deal with the truth, and I deal with reality. And you know what happens? People don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to deal with reality. Why? Because it's too tough. Everyone has the ability to change the story. When we talk about coolers, closers, and cleaners, we talk about a cooler is an individual that loves to tell stories. They love to tell stories. All right, they're the individuals. Yeah, so they got a stack of books on the shelf, and they read every self-help book. And 1 minute they're following this person on Instagram, and the next minute they're listening to somebody else. They're always looking for that quick fix. All right, cleaners have the ability to change the story. You know how difficult it is to change the story? In order to change it. Yes. So I reached out to the team physician, who was Dr. John Hefford at the time, and the athletic trainer, who was Mark File. And I reached out to them. I said, hey, this is my background. This is what I do. And fortunate enough, I was able to make contact with them. They brought me in, and this process lasted for almost 6 months. They drilled me on questions and made sure I wasn't somebody that was just BSing them. Made sure I knew exactly what I was talking about. And they said, you know what, you might be a good fit. So they made an arrangement for me to meet Michael. I met Michael at his house. We went through the whole discussion thing. And, Michael said, I'll give you 30 days. 30 days turned into 15 years. Oh, my God. You got this other career. But how many guys have the guts to make a phone call to that? I mean, it was like a dream you had. I want to be a professional athlete. I always told people when they said, when I got my degree, my bachelor's degree, back then, it was PE/kinesiology. Okay. So everyone, PE, say, oh, you're going to be a gym teacher. No, I'm going to train professional athlete. Somebody else will say, you're going to be a gym teacher. No, I'm going to train professional athlete. So if you keep telling yourself something over and over again, you start to believe it. But once you start to believe it, you got to figure out the path to make it happen. And most people, they'll tell themselves something, but then when they got to go through that path, the path is not straight. Okay, usually that path goes down first. Okay, and I have a saying. I said, the road to paradise starts in hell. It does. That's where it starts.
So many people aren't willing to do that.
No, they're not. You know what? Here's the thing. I deliver a different message. I deal with the true one. I deal with the truth and I deal with reality. You know what happens? People don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to deal with reality. Why? Because it's too hard. Everyone has the ability to change the story. When we talk about coolers, closers, and cleaners, we talk about a cooler is an individual that loves to tell stories. They love to tell stories. They're the individuals. So they got a stack of books on the shelf, and they read every self-help book. And 1 minute they're following this person on Instagram, and the next minute they're listening to somebody else. And they're always looking for that quick fix. Cleaners have the ability to change the story. You know how difficult it is to change a story in a different realm. But it's funny. The more successful they become, the bigger their followers and entourage become.
No question.
But your real successful people, the circles are so freaking small.
You're literally on my question. You said one of the things you said here about that circle is you said there's a loneliness to a degree to being a cleaner. That's my next thing on here is exactly what you said. What do you mean by that? That their circle is small, or that because there's not that many guys they can relate to? What does that mean? You said there's a loneliness of being a cleaner.
You know what? When you look at this, is what I say. This. You know what the best friend becomes of a cleaner? Distance.
Yeah.
Because you got to distance yourself from the competition. You end up distancing yourself from your friends. Sometimes you end up distancing yourself from your family. Okay. And that's what happens, because you start off in this small group with everybody, right? And everyone's trying to do the same thing, and then now all of a sudden you become a little bit more successful. So you distance yourself from the people that aren't successful. They're trying to come up, and then now you've taken another step, so you've gone a little farther. Now listen, nobody wants to miss their kids' events. Nobody. You don't want to miss the concert. You don't want to miss their sporting event. You don't want to do this, right? It happens. It happens. It just does. So that distance, the more successful you become, you end up creating that. You end up creating that distance. And it's funny. We idolize individuals. We want to sit here and we want to be part of the right clique. We want to be part of the right fraternity, sorority. We make sure you get invited to the right party. Your kids have to be in this social group. And who's the people we idolize most? The ones that stand alone.
Oh my gosh.
That's the ones we idolize, are the ones that we stand alone. But yet you're so worrying about what this person says and what this person thinks. If you really think about it, look at your circle, look at your entourage, okay? You think they're helping you. Okay? Majority of them are holding you back.
The last 5 minutes here, you should pause this and just go replay these last 5 minutes, because everything you just said, brother, is so freaking powerful and true about success. Every single word of that. So many people are held back by worrying about what the people around them think, or actually what the other people around them say to them, rather than being willing to stand out and be bold with it. The thing about the book, and every time you have someone want to promote their book, I'm just telling you, I like to read books that teach me things, and this taught me a ton, right? But my favorite books at this point in my life, because I don't know where I'm at on the cooler, closer, and cleaner thing, but I can tell you it just confirms so many things. And I went, wow, I'm not crazy. And this is freaking true. What he's saying right here is true. It applies to success in every single area. And the last 5 minutes, I was going to tell you, that is the thing that I see that holds most business people, especially in this age of the selfie and the likes, and the people obsessed with what everybody thinks about them, and they're afraid to stand alone.
They are afraid to stand alone. You spend more time here. So we're both workout guys. We like to go to the gym. All right. How many times have you seen people in the gym? They spend more time on their playlist, taking pictures, doing stuff instead of getting their workout done.
So true.
It's just like, and here's the thing. All right, you're a very intense person. I can tell. Okay, I'm a very intense person. All right, we value our time.
Yes.
Okay. How do you get results in the gym? It isn't about spending 2 to 3 hours working out. People say, I spend 3 hours. You didn't spend 3 hours. By the time you pulled into the parking lot, by the time you changed, got some breakfast, put your workout clothes on, talked to 8 people, did all that stuff, you were there for 3 hours. You did your 3 hours. No intensity. All right. People talk about, hey, you post a couple workout things and you're seeing you're a buff guy, or you're in great shape. All right, people say, what you do when you're copying myself. Hey, expected results? Why am I paying you your fee for this? You got to deliver something unexpected.
Unexpected, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm hiring. That's what I'm hiring for you for. All right, Michael always used to tell me, he goes, listen, I don't pay you to train me. I pay you not to train anybody else.
I love that. Okay. And that's a great leader, by the way. A great leader gets someone unexpected results in their life, not just the things they expected. Along those lines about the work, I'm going to start giving you stuff you've said.
Go ahead, don't worry about it.
I love this stuff. You said you don't even have to love the hard work, you got to love the result. So I think it's a fallacy that everybody thinks that the guys just love the work. Some love the work, but you don't love it all the time, right?
You don't love, listen, I can ask anybody in this room right now, anybody who's filming this, anybody that's watching this, can you honestly say you love 100% about everything that you do about your job?
He said something. No.
There's certain things that you absolutely love, and there's other things that you can deal without. But you got to create that end result so intensely that the work becomes irrelevant.
Let's talk about that. Stay on that. That was one of my questions. So I'm a leader. I'm a business, and I got my coolers and my closers. But I do want to develop some cleaners. From a business standpoint, is it just your example, or are there things as a business person you can do to develop cleaners in your business?
No, you have to always develop them. But see, it's funny. A person that wants to be a cleaner, they kind of show themselves.
I agree.
Okay, they kind of show. They're not the ones hiding. They're not the ones constantly celebrating. Yeah. They're the ones that they're the ones that show up early. They're the ones that leave. They're the ones that leave late. But it's not just about. You get people that say, "Oh, listen, I got to." You don't have to work. You don't have to work harder. You got to work smarter. No, right. You got to work harder and you got to work smarter. You got to do both of them. It's not a substitute. Yeah. You're not substituting one. So when you find those individuals, they're the ones that come in. They're not easily distracted. All right, they come in. They ask for more work. They're the ones you want to put. They're the ones that are asking for pressure situations. They're the ones that are not. They're always competing against each other, but the thing is, they all have the same thing in common, where they're never satisfied. All right, whatever they do, it's not good enough. When you talk, listen, Wayne Gretzky. You sit there, he could not tell you his top 10 scoring goals, but he could tell you the top 3 he missed.
Gosh, that's true. It's so true.
He could tell you the top 3 that he missed. They don't think about. Listen, Muhammad Ali. Hey, when he gets in the ring, I'm supposed to knock the fucking guy out. Right. That's my job. I'm not supposed to lose. I'm not supposed to lose. Michael Jordan. Hey, listen. I'm supposed to score points. I'm supposed to get rebounds. All right, I'm supposed to make my teammates better. I'm not supposed to turn the ball over. I'm not supposed to create fouls. I'm not supposed to miss free throws. Those are the things that stick with them. Everyone wants a pat on their back for doing the things that they're supposed to do. Yeah. Okay? That's it. Everybody, hey, they want to get acknowledged for the things they're supposed to do. You get somebody that applies for an application for a job. First thing on the resume, I'm a hard worker. That's your top thing. That's what you're starting with. Okay? You know what? I'm wrong. I'm looking for the person on the resume that says I'm the most laziest person out. That's the person I'm supposed to hire. All right? At some point in life, hard work became a skill. I don't understand it.
So freaking true.
I don't understand. Yeah. I must have slept through that day. Okay, I missed it. I don't get it. But no one wants the grind.
Yeah.
Okay? They just want the end result. You can't get the end result without the grind. It might not be a physical grind, but it sure the hell is going to be a mental grind.
And the way you get through that is the stuff that Tim teaches, by the way. When we're towards the end today, when we finish here in a little bit, you're going to get a chance to get access at like a crazy reduced price to his technology, to his program. It's going to get you to think like these cleaners. So if you're enjoying this, just stick around for a little bit, because we're about to give you a chance, unprecedented access to some of the way he's learned to work with and that he's observed from some of these elite cleaners. Talk about the grind a little bit. Can you tell him the Kobe Achilles story? Because I think it was so telling about how they want to finish things. So he tears, the part where he tears his Achilles.
He tears his
one of the most painful injuries.
It's so painful. Right. Okay, and we know so what he does, he actually gets up, he walks over to the trainer's thing, and and they're sitting there, and we knew it was torn and so forth. And you know what he says? He goes, "Man, is there any way you can just pull it down so I can just finish this game?" So it's just the athletic trainer Gary Vee at the time said, "No, we can't. Yes. Okay, listen, you need to go back in the locker room." He goes, "No," he goes, "I got 2 free throws I got to go make it." All right, so he limps back out on the court. Now, you notice that thing? Nobody helped him up. Nobody helped him to the locker room. He got to the free throw line and he knocked down those 2 free throws. You know why? Cleaners have to finish.
That's so
They have to finish. That's one of their most intense qualities. They have to finish. I'll give you an example. And I'm gonna so this is so
the one already came out. I'm recording because I didn't think
reaction. It's a reflex. All right. So when they're actually thinking about something, they're actually not on their game.
You're right. You're right.
Okay.
Yes.
They're not on their game.
Yeah.
If you have to think about this movement, you got to think about this. You got to think about what you do. No, when something happens, it's like. But in order to get that state, you know how many years and years of preparation it takes not to be able to think. And you hear this about all the time in athletes or kids. Just go up to the plate. Don't think. Just swing the bat. Right. Okay. Just shoot the ball. It doesn't work like that. That's years.
That only works because there's 25,000 hours of the work.
Exactly.
Right? For those of you that get into a business or you're in a business, you're already good. You can't work enough. You can't get so good at your craft. The more and more reps you do, the more reflexive something becomes under pressure, and the more you train people over and over and over again, so that when they're under pressure, they react reflexively too. That's how you build a team. Right?
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna give a little example here. I don't know how long we've been going for. Everyone's driven in a car. You got a passenger next to you. So let's say you're driving, okay, and you have a family member sitting next to you, all right, and all of a sudden you hit the brakes. What's the first thing you do? You reach over and protect the person next to you.
Yeah.
You don't think about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what cleaners do.
In business and anything they do.
Exactly. What's a closer's going to do? A closer's going to hit the brake, and then he's going to look over to the person. Are you okay?
Yes.
No. They already know they're going to be okay. I got to make sure everybody else is okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got to take care of that person.
How good was that? That was good.
So,
all right, a couple things real quick. I just want to go through these last few things. You said you're a cleaner when you get into the zone, you shut out everything else, and you can control the uncontrollable. And you told the story about Jordan and Derek Martin. You know the story? Can you tell that real quick?
Yeah. The zone is about clarity. Yeah. That's the one thing. It's about clarity. It's about being able to block all the distractions out. So we're in Vancouver, and Vancouver no longer has an NBA franchise. And Michael's a little tired, and Derek and we're down. I think the Bulls are down like 12 or 18 points or something like that, with not that much time left. And Derek Martin starts to talk trash to Michael. And all of a sudden, you could just see Michael just look at him, and he said, let a sleeping dog lie. And then literally in the next minute and a half, Michael just goes on this tear and scores like 18 points. They end up winning the game, and it's over with. And Derek Martin literally got cut the next day.
Is that right?
Yeah, he got cut. He got cut. He got waived from the team the next day. A cleaner doesn't need any more fuel from the outside. They don't need any more fuel. All right. And then what happens is, first of all, they talk so much trash to themselves to motivate themselves. They don't need somebody else to pour. You know, it's like when you do a barbecue. Okay? You put lighter fluid, you get a certain amount of flame. You put gasoline on it, you're gonna get a much bigger flame. All right. So now you got an individual, Michael, whose flame is already lit, all right, and then you got somebody else that comes in and pours gasoline on it. What are you going to? The end result is not going to be good for the competition. Yes,
you said that. You said the other thing along those lines. You said cleaners make decisions, not suggestions, and then you talked about Kobe giving out numbers. That's awesome.
You know what? Everybody wants it. People love to make suggestions. You know why they love to make suggestions? Because if you make a decision, you got to answer the hard questions. Nobody wants to answer the hard questions. It's easy. Oh, it's just a suggestion, and it's easy to pawn it off on somebody. It's easy to pawn it off on somebody else. You know.
Tell me I did it. Let's go. I really had to record it because the first one didn't catch the full one. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a video after the workout. I'm finally doing this shit on the same day. But let's get to it. Shout out to Grover. I'm just gonna lower the volume. And I don't want to miss out on the values. I'm just gonna pull it back all the way from over here. So we're gonna go over the trade today. Like I said, it was GBP/USD. So this, I did not take this trade. This is a trade that I was supposed to take, which I'm gonna go over right now. This is a trade that I took. This is what I was targeting right here. This is on the 5 minute. Let me just show you where I took the position. Shout out Elvis Crespo. But remember, the account was at 16 or 17. No, it was the 1639. But it was at went to 17 because I took this trade right here. It just literally gave me 90 cents, which was, oh, I didn't even keep it here. What was this one? Use cash shorts. Gave me 13 pips. That's just in the supply, but you see the drop had already happened. Price tested it again, and we had a bearish engulfing candle. I think I went over this on a video on the previous video too. Price gave me 13 pips, and I secured 5 pips for it to come back all the way. It was a bad position, but this was the position of today. So obviously, price had already broken above 126,800, and I hadn't noticed that price had already done an impulse within the range right here, right? So price was bearish. It did a double bottom here, broke above, broke structure, and here after this higher low, it did an impulsive move to the upside, breaking all of these highs. And then it obviously tested 26,800, and then retraced back into the low that broke the structure, right? The impulse within the range. It tested it, shot a whole vision, impulse within the range, tested it, and instantly had the reaction. Look, instantly, perfect reaction. And this happened around 5:50 a.m. right before New York session. 6:30. Oh, they should started moving up even before 6:30. At 6:30, that's when it started pushing heavy. But I mean, at 6:30 is when it broke above 26,800. So even then, if I would have peeped that at above 6:30, I would have even gotten actually a good entry and might have actually caught something. But I literally tried to get into the trade so late, and as price started doing a pullback, no, I got in like right here because price did give me 13 pips, 12 pips, and then started doing a pullback, and around here I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it run, and then it started doing this, and the video caught off. But like I was saying, I got into the entry somewhere right here, and price started, I mean, the initial bullish push to the upside here, which was 12 pips, kind of fooled me because I was like, you know what, price is gonna continue flying. All day it's been flying. I mean, New York session and all week was been melting. Now we obviously flipped bias, at least at this point in time. So I went long, and obviously this 12 pips fooled me. I decided to set and forget, and around here I was like, you know what, it's coming back. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna close, because here I was thinking about closing, but here I was like, oh shit, you know what, it's gonna continue back. And all of this happened on the 5 minute too. This happening while I'm at work. Alright. around 9-ish, and then price just started melting. I tested this, and obviously showed no strength here. It showed no strength because it obviously is not buying. Obviously this was a strong bullish push, semi strong. Tested it again. We didn't have no strength. You can see price tried buying up here, but we had no strength, and instantly had the big ass push to the downside. So it was literally coming for full stop loss, and I closed minus 21 pips. But if I would have gotten in the trade where I was supposed to get in, right around 5:50ish before New York session open, I would have actually capitalized, and this would have been your TP1. So TP1, capitalized 27 pips, and then let the rest run. And you would have actually caught an extra, you would have actually caught a full 60 pips, so an extra 40 pips, just by setting risk free and holding. And obviously price would have came back and taken you out, and now it's coming back up. So now, freaking GBP USD. Let's see, now we could actually delete this because I already took a screenshot. Let's see, let me see what it's looking for. Remove. So I'm trying to see, let's go on the 15-minute real quick. You can see even on the 15-minute we tested this zone right here, and we respected it. But we are below still 126.800. If price can do something like this, then maybe I do see buys up to these heights, and then these heights for sure have no reason to hold. So price might do something like this, and finally we might start getting the buys, probably for London session. So I'm waiting. I'm going to be looking for this. Let me just look at USD CAD real quick and GJ, and we're Gucci. So I was in the video cut off. Like I said, let's go over GJ and USD CAD because obviously those are the pairs that I'm currently trading. On the 4-hour, I mentioned that I was looking for price to come out all the way to the downside at 195. It's failing to do that. Well, actually, it might actually start melting soon. So we're below 199, 500, and 195. And look at this. We just tested this 1-hour supply. Possible buys above, possible sells below. Something like this, or something like this. To the 30-minute. Obviously, even since 15-minute, we're bullish. Okay. We had this double bottom to the downside. Price came back, cleared them out. Now this is strong. Why this is strong? Because price has not came back and cleared it, right? Price has not sold to this low. Price broke above, broke highs, created a higher low, broke highs again, tested but came back down to the downside, came back to clear these lows, and notice what we left behind. Was it behind this low? So now this will be another top bottom of the range, and obviously this is signaling bullish momentum because obviously we're breaking highs and we're creating higher lows. Broke highs and create another higher low here. Broke highs, create another higher low. What did we do right just now? We failed to break highs. So now it's already looking like a double top. Here. You can kind of see even on the 15-minute we have a nice little supply and demand zone right here. Supply, demand. So we could break below again and we could actually supply again. And we got lows to clear. Once we flip bearish, but we have not flipped bearish, so I'm just looking for GJ. Or it might break above and continue bullish. It's gonna be a London session trade, I already know it. Let me look for USD CAD for tomorrow. And we're gonna continue to look for GBP USD as well. Oh, and I had mentioned about, let me look at USD CAD. But right now we're gonna look at Bitcoin real quick because I had mentioned Bitcoin earlier in the previous video. Look at this shit. The one trades I don't get in, if you set it free, well, actually, it would have taken you out of the industry and then got into your fucking way, which is fucking diabolical. Look at this shit. If you would have, obviously, you TP1 got hit, and then you say your stop loss at break even. Price continues to buy, and then boom, stops you out, and then flies to the fucking upside, which is fucking crazy. Usually a lot of times it does that. USD can still bullish, like I said, like we mentioned. Look, we broke above 139,500. We're above it. Huge bullish engulfing candle. Don't mind this. This was just remarking up this price right here. Look on the 4 hour. Look at this strong ass H4 engulfing candle, and we're about to pull up to 141, like we had mentioned in one of the previous videos. I just literally did not get in the fucking trade. That's annoying, dude, when you literally caught something so perfectly and you do not get in the position. I was supposed to be in this trade here, right here. Look, this one, which is this. Let me explain it real quick. Something happened to me on the 15 minute. You can see you have your top of the range, you have your bottom of the range, you have your inputs within the range, this input within the range. We have a nice bullish engulfing candle. We came back. Well, actually, this is the actual input within the range, because this is the one that broke structure. Because price comes back, tested, respected it, and flew back to the upside. But all of this was creating more liquidity, because we came back and respected it again, tested it. We were able to break the bottom of the range, and instantly had the push. And took, obviously, this would have been your target. It literally cleared your target. This is why you always leave your TP open, because of this. And obviously, look, it would have continued, which is crazy. And this is a trade I needed to be in since freaking Wednesday. I would have been up 120 pips right now. Made back everything I've lost in this freaking month. But at 141, we might be looking for a possible trade, and that might happen possibly tomorrow. Peace out to anybody watching this. Oh, how could I forget? No, actually, how could I forget? Double forget. So it was a 50K account and going over GBP USD. No, going over Bitcoin. We're at $87,000 on Bitcoin. Look at that shit. Fucking crazy. We broke all these highs. I've literally had all these markups for who knows how long, and this was a previous all-time high. Look at this. New all-time high. Possible retest, 273,000 to continue back to the upside. Great. The video cut off, but like I was saying, new all-time high, 93,900. Price looking like it's probably gonna pull back all the way to 73,000 again. Obviously, we have no history over here, so we're creating new history. Obviously, have all of these lows to clear. Who knows? Maybe bullish could come back down even all the way to. Actually, we already came down. That's the thing. We might come down to 54, and that's might, because we're for sure touching 73,000. At 73,000, you might be looking for possible buys again if we have a nice support above it, or maybe close out more positions if we break back below. Obviously, we have strong supply below it and below 69. So now, so this is a 50K account. I just got the 50K account. Look at this shit. How much it was? 4 days of, well, actually 3.5 days of work, because I used the coupon, right? Shout out, they actually, if you're watching this video, go buy yourself an account right now and make sure you pass it. Look at this. There's something most people, or at least I don't know if a lot of people show, but look at this. It hurts to even show this, man. But I'm not gonna stop and I'm not gonna quit. And this is the last account that I will ever buy, at least with my own personal capital that I gave my time for. Because this money, well, the money that I just showed right now, the deposit or receipt, I had to give them my time for that money. But from now on, every account I buy is gonna be money I make from the fucking charts. Peace and love to anybody watching this. Back to work.